Hello everyone, today's art fill will be me showing you how to draw a school bus. I know some school has already started and some have the school year starting soon. I figured it was a good time to show you how to draw a simple school bus from the side as if you are watching it go down the road. So I just have a scrap piece of paper here and I'm going to start with drawing a really long rectangle. We'll start on one side and draw a line down, and then go straight across as far as you can, and then back up, leaving a little space on that edge and connecting these two. Next, for the front of our bus, we're gonna do a square off of this side of our rectangle. I'm gonna come a little bit down, draw a line out, down, and back to make another square. Next, we're gonna draw two circles where our wheels are going to go. And if you look at a bus, the wheels are kind of placed oddly. They're not placed how you would think a big van or a car would be placed. So our wheels are, one will be in the front right here. So draw our circle. And one is a little towards the center of the bus actually. So it's going to be another circle right here. So we're going to have kind of a tail hanging off. Now that we kind of have our basic bus structure, we're going to kind of round out some of these edges. So right here we're going to have one rounded edge at the top. And then the bus front, you're going to follow this line out, but then kind of round it down and make a break in that square. Then we can kind of erase some of those structure lines. Now let's start adding some windows to our bus. And this front driver window looks a little different than the rest. So we're going to go ahead and follow that curve with a parallel line to that. Draw a straight line and draw a straight line up and connect it. Then adding on to this window, it goes straight out. Then we'll draw a line down and meet up with the shape we drew beside it. And kind of diagonal to this window is where that stop sign sits. So let's go ahead and draw an octagon. And we can write the word stop. Then we can use this stop sign to place our very first passenger window. So we can draw a line up from there, and we're gonna do almost partial squares, more like rectangles. Then do a space over. Draw another line and then another rectangle, a short stubby rectangle. And we're going to continue these all the way down to the end of the bus. And once you get to this end, you do want to leave a little bit of space back here. And to make these windows look a little bit more like school bus windows, they have that window pane going straight across the center because you can lift these windows up for airflow. So drawing a straight line across each of these windows. Now we can add a second circle in our wheels to make them look more like tires. So just a smaller circle inside that bigger circle on both of these. And then we can start adding other features to our bus, like our headlights. We can do a rounded light right there. Buses usually have this little bumper right here, so you can extend that front out for that bumper. And then we're going to start drawing the lines that go straight across. So if you want to get out a ruler, I think I might. So using our windows we drew to help us already, we're going to draw a line underneath those where our first black pinstripe line that we have is. So I'm going to draw a line straight across all the way to the end of the bus, and make sure we have it two-sided. And you can kind of make sure your windows on the top get lined up and straightened up with that line. So that's our first black line. Then using the stop sign for the second one, we're going to go right where this second side, the third corner of this stop sign is, and draw a line from there to the end of the bus, and then mirror parallel it underneath. There's our other line. Using the wheels as our helpers this time, because we're gonna have to technically do two. So finding kind of that top of our smaller circle, line up a ruler and draw a line. Skip this wheel and draw a line to the end. And then we're going to go on top and do the same thing. Draw our straight line, skip this wheel, go all the way to the end. Now we can write school bus here. And I know there's usually numbers or letters at the end if you want to add your bus name and number. But that is how you draw a school bus from the side view. And I'm going to go ahead and color mine if you want to color yours along with me. Otherwise, thank you so much for drawing a school bus with me. joining me drawing and coloring a school bus today. I hope everyone has a wonderful new school year, and I hope that I can see you for my next art fill.